Nicolle, I had mentioned coming out that there was not a specific Muslim ban, as we have heard along the way. He changed it to suspend immigration from countries compromised by terror. How significant is that?
It's a significant pivot, but it might be the only one, as Tom Brokaw said. You know, listening to this, I was struck by two things I always believed during my 2 decades in Republican politics. One, the voters always get it right. And two, the Republican Party that I worked for 2 decades died in this room tonight. We are now represented as a party by a man who believes in protectionism, isolationism, and nativism. And those were the forces that George W. Bush, and I believe John McCain too, were most worried about during their times as the leaders of the Republican Party.
Comment. You believe the party died tonight?
Well, the voters picked this guy. This is where the Republican Party is now. They now are attracted to those forces of isolationism and protectionism. But the party I was part of for 2 decades is dead.
Part of the reason he's successful, on the other hand, is that a lot of people believe that that party didn't deliver, and it created the system that we're dealing with today, that it became absorbed in raising a lot of money and advancing the individual office holders who were there.
And let's just say they think it failed. I mean, they think that the policies of the Bush era failed.
We
Let's
could
look
be
at it this way, though.
we could be at a transformational moment in American politics.
They say he set some pretty high expectations by saying he's going to make the streets safe, the borders will be secure. I mean, these are huge promises he's made, and I think I'm so curious to see how this speech is received in the room. I think it was incredibly compelling and the people loved it. But it really comes down to which version of America do you think you live in?
Right.
You know, on the one hand, you have him giving a bill of particulars that is downright dark. It's ominous. I kept thinking about the Lego movie theme song, Everything is Awesome.
Yeah.
If this was Everything is Awful. And if you think you believe in this America, if that strikes, it resonates as true to you, this will appeal.
I have to tell you, though, I was struck at how big government this speech is. This is a big, strong government that Donald Trump, the Republican nominee, and very expensive. He didn't say I was going to pay for any of this, but he's got Bernie Sanders free college in there. He's got a lot of things in there, all these roads and bridges, and he's massively cutting taxes. I don't know how he pays for any of this.
They often say that, you know, you campaign in poetry, you govern in prose. If this was poetry tonight, I don't know what prose is going to be. I did go back and look at Ronald Reagan's acceptance speech when he was nominated in 1980. Much different version. Still have the core values of the Republican Party. But he opened by saying, I'm going to work with governors to protect the right of women. Who did he quote most of all in the speech? FDR, Franklin Roosevelt, during the Depression.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.